Welcome to AmA Media. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. Thank you and much love.
Fair use.
Sit back, relax, kick your feet up. Most of all, enjoy.
Every year, on March 17th, St. Patrick's Day is celebrated in earnest all over the world. Although the holiday has become synonymous with wearing green and downing pints of Guinness among other libations, there's much more to it. The festivities surrounding the holiday honor the life and teachings of St. Patrick, Ireland's patron saint, who is believed to have been born as Maewyn Succat and later adopted the moniker by which he's known today. But what exactly is Patrick's story, and how do we separate the fact from fiction when it comes to the traditions and religious symbols he inspired hundreds of years ago? Here are 7 lesser-known facts about the national apostle of Ireland. St. Patrick wasn't Irish. The biggest misconception about St. Patrick was that he was Irish. Born in England circa 385 AD, St. Patrick didn't make his way to Ireland until Irish pirates kidnapped him at age 16 and sold him into slavery. Later, he dedicated his life to converting the Irish to Christianity. He taught himself to read and write. Because of his enslavement, it's believed St. Patrick missed out on education opportunities such as learning to read and write in his youth. St. Patrick's education seemed limited to religious teachings, where he studied under a French bishop and was eventually ordained. Still, lack of a formal education embarrassed St. Patrick, who is believed to have taught himself to read and write beyond his basic Latin. According to a blog on the Oxford University Press's website, St. Patrick's success as a missionary was due to tenacity and dogged determination, even in the face of uncertainty and second guesses about his own self-worth. Some believe that St. Patrick created the Celtic cross. Although the exact origins of the Celtic cross remain uncertain, some believe that St. Patrick created the symbol. The Celtic cross features a circle, which some refer to as a halo or circle of light, around the center of a traditional Christian cross. It is frequently seen on tombstones in cemeteries, sometimes with intricate designs carved onto its surface. It is said that St. Patrick created the Celtic cross by embedding pagan symbolism, the circle of light, to help him convert pagans to Christianity. St. Patrick used a shamrock to explain the Holy Trinity. The shamrock, or three-leaf clover, as it's often called, has long been an Irish symbol, and according to Time, is also recognized as the unofficial national flower of Ireland. According to some, St. Patrick used the shamrock as an aid to explain the Holy Trinity to people he tried converting to Christianity. In fact, botanist Caleb Threlkeld's 1726 treatise on native Irish flora mentions St. Patrick's use of the shamrock as a religious tool. Although the religious meaning St. Patrick might have applied to the plant hundreds of years ago depicted the 3 holiest entities in Christianity, today the shamrock endures as an image of Irish pride. The original color for St. Patrick's Day wasn't green. Green wasn't the original color used to represent St. Patrick, it was blue. After the Order of St. Patrick was established in 1783, the organization's color had to stand out from those that preceded it. And since dark green was already taken, the Order of St. Patrick went with blue. There were no snakes for St. Patrick to banish in Ireland. According to folklore, St. Patrick chased away snakes in Ireland, thus protecting townspeople from the mysterious creatures and sending them to the sea. However, Ireland didn't have snakes at the time. Surrounded by icy water, Ireland was the last place that these cold-blooded reptiles would want to go. It's much more reasonable to think that the snakes that St. Patrick banished were representative of the Druids and pagans in Ireland, since they were considered evil. St. Patrick was never canonized by a pope. Despite his name, it's worth noting that a pope never canonized St. Patrick, making his saintly status somewhat questionable. In all fairness, St. Patrick wasn't the only saint that didn't go through a proper canonization. In the Catholic Church's first millennium, there wasn't a formal canonization process at all, so most saints from that period were given the title if they were either martyrs or seen as extraordinarily holy.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope you come back soon. So till the next time, much love.